Hi guys, I'm Ram Agarwal. You are watching my channel 52 Pixels. Let's get started. Guys, in this tutorial, we are going to see some advanced techniques to use curves in Photoshop. Before you get into confusion between curves and levels, both are the same things. Basically, just curves is used for more finer details, for adjusting finer details or the tones of the image, whereas levels is used for more like global adjustments where you want a constant shade or constant tone. So for that levels is used, but basically if you want to adjust some finer details, you can use curves, and if you want to do some global adjustments, you can use levels. Both are the same things, both do almost the same thing, and using them is almost same. But in today's session we are going to see how to use curves in Photoshop. So to get started, we can go to adjustments, and right beside the levels option we have the option of curves. So if we go into curves, we see this option we see this graph that shows the curves of the image. This is RGB currently, and as we learned in the previous tutorial, we can use the auto adjustments. So to tap, just to check the auto adjustments, just tap on the auto, and as you can see the image has been adjusted, but I am not liking this adjustment quite a lot. It's because it's stealing the natural sunset kind of an effect from the photo, and it's just making the image a little more bright. So this is the before and this is the after. I am not liking this one, so I can just press Ctrl plus Z to get back to 0, and now I have this option of changing the automatic filters. So for that I have to press Alt and then go to auto. So as you can see, we have all these 4 presets for automatic corrections. Currently it's on enhanced brightness and contrast. We can go to find dark and light colors, or enhance per channel contrast, or enhance monochromatic contrast, but nothing seems to work well, so we can just tap on cancel. And here we have all these other options to work with. So nobody takes a look at this slider over here. So instead of just kind of plotting a point over here and then dragging it over here, like working around with these curves, it's kind of a hard technique to do that, and then it's just time consuming, and it's just a lot of hard work. So for that, what you can do is just slide this slider. So if you want the image to be more of a darker shade, you can just slide this one, and as you can see the image is becoming darker and darker until it's completely almost black. Same way with white. If I want my image to become a little brighter, I can just drag this one towards the left, and as you can see my image is completely bright now. It's like basically white completely. So it's totally up to you what you want to do with the image, but again, working with these curves like this and then just adjusting overall color adjustment and everything, it's just a lot of hard work. So I personally don't recommend that, but it's totally up to you what you want to do, but it's a hard work. So I'm going to show you one cool trick that you could use to work with curves, and that would save a lot of your time and effort. So for that we are going to use this tool. It looks basically like a finger which can be swapped up and down. So just tap on that finger, and you can just tap on anywhere or any place in the image. So suppose this blue part, so as you can see, just focus on this line over here, just focus on this line. As you can see, as I'm moving the cursor towards any different color, that particular dot is just bouncing up and down depending on what color that is. So if I want to work with this blue color over here, I can just tap on that blue color, and if I want to make it a darker color, I can just drag it a little towards the downside, and if I want to make it a brighter color, I can just drag it towards top. So as you can see, even in the curves it's moving, but for me it's a lot easier because I can just pick one color and then work accordingly. So that's one short trick that you can do, and that almost works for every image. Same way with this color. So suppose if I want this color to be a little darker, I can just drag it towards the bottom, and as you can see the brightness is reducing, it's becoming more of a darker color. And if I want it to be more bright, I can just drag it towards the top and it's bright. So it's totally up to you what you want with your image and what you want to do. But this is on RGB channel. You can also adjust according to different colors, so red, green and blue. Currently we are working with RGB. If I want to work with red, I can just go to red. Again use the same slider, and if I want to decrease the redness, I can drag it towards the bottom. So as you can see, the redness from the sunset, it's reducing. I want it to be just the way it is, so I'll take it back to normal. If I want this blue part to become reddish, I can just drag it a little upwards. So as you can see, it's becoming more of a purple kind of a twilight sky, somewhat just like this. And if you want to adjust the blues, if you want to get the blues back, again you can just drag it to the top, and as you can see, you've got the blue colors. So it's totally up to you what you want, what adjustments you want to do to your image, and then accordingly you can work around with those. But the simple part that I wanted to demonstrate is this one, this tool over here, which you can just use to just drag the top or bottom and then decide what color you want or what brightness or darkness that you want in your image. That works the best, and then you can just select a particular region and then work around with it. So suppose if I just want to show you over here, I want this part to become a little reddish, somewhat like this, and this part to be a little darker blue. Go to green, reduce the greenness of the image. So as you can see, this is the before and this is the after. I've changed the colors, I've changed the tone of the image, and now the image looks completely different than it was before. Just with some simple 3 clicks and drags, I can do this because it's easy. So suppose if I want to work with this graph, it's just too hard. So using this tool, it makes it a lot more easier and convenient to use the curves tool and then work with the adjustments of the image. So well, that's it for today guys. Hope you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to 52 Pixels and tap on the bell icon to get notified. Thank you.